What's going on, everyone? Happy Sunday Fun Day. And man, this is like hangover Sunday Fun Day from Genesis Week with all the stuff Upland has had going on. What's going on, Kale? How you doing?
Yeah, I feel you there. I actually took a nap yesterday. I never nap,
Yeah.
and I fell asleep so hard and when I got home from teaching, and I slept for like 2 hours straight. My wife was like, "What's wrong with you?" I was like, "I don't." I did have a I did have a rough week, kind of a long week, and just in real life, and uh, on top of that, Genesis week. Actually, it kind of worked out. Just like uh, the events over the week was kind of just a little escape for me from the stuff going on throughout the week. So it was nice to get on Upland and get to get to do all this stuff all week. But man, yesterday it hit me, it caught up to me. So even this morning, dragging a little bit. So
Yeah, I did the same thing yesterday. I got home from the academy and I made lunch. I heated it up and I was just doing like leftovers from the night before and I heated it up, sat on the couch, and I was going to catch up on like scores and what was going on. And I fell asleep. Thank God the dog wasn't around. He must have been upstairs hiding because that food would have been gone. But yeah, and nobody else was home, so it was just quiet. And but it was a good
yeah,
week. It was just a busy one. I had a very difficult time keeping up on all the upland stuff, to be honest, just from being busy, work. But I was managed to get to my 100 troves and collected a bunch of stuff. I got a couple uppies. I got some hens. I got a female and a male hen, so now I can turn those into a chicken or something. And then I got some sparklet too. I did get a couple things of sparklet, so I was happy about that.
okay,
So it was a positive week. I mean, play to earn, right? You put into it what you can and earned a little bit, and I had fun doing it. So I think Upland hit it big with the troves and everything they've got going on with that. It looks like it's going to be pretty promising. So I have kind of like a new I don't know, like a new energy about Upland. Not that I am always pro Upland. We love it. We don't love everything that happens, but for the most part, we really enjoy the game, and that's why we play it. It's a game. We have fun. It's something different outside of what we do in real life. And man, I thought they hit the nail on the head. I really did. So I'm excited about what they have going on, and it felt like it was like nonstop. I felt like every time I was getting out of classes, I was catching up, and there was a lot to catch up on. So it was crazy. What was Man, what was your favorite thing that came out this week? And if you guys are in chat too, let us know what your favorite thing was about the Upland Genesis week that was this year.
well, to be honest, I think we need to kind of well, first of all, there's no UFC stream today. So the fights are happening tonight, not on the usual Saturday nights, so we don't have anything to talk about yet. So are we still doing a stream tomorrow night? Is that the
I
plan?
believe so, as long as
A,
both of
a
our
brief,
schedules work out. It's going to be a little bit later in the evening based on our class schedules. So I think we're probably shooting for after 9, I would imagine, p.m. Eastern
and
Standard Time. So for all the West Coasters, I'm sure you're loving that.
it won't be crazy long. We'll be exhausted from our day, but I think we'll try to get that out there.
And there's only
So
7
we'll go.
fights.
There's only 7 fights.
Seven
Uh,
crazy fights at that.
well, yeah, there might be plenty to talk about. Well, there's already plenty to talk about with the
I got to
weigh-ins
tell you,
and
some of the stuff I've seen already, it has been entertaining for sure.
um, yeah, absolutely. So we'll hit that more tomorrow. So today we can go a little longer with our Hyde Park with the Upland stream. So and there's a ton to talk about. So I kind of need to do a recap myself before I pick like my favorite. Um, so if you want, we can just jump right in and see if
Yeah.
there's kind of go through the week's announcements. I would like to talk about what we liked, what we didn't like, the good, the bad, the ugly, and everything in between. So let's see. Pull up my screen here.
Let's see who we got in the house already this morning. RDP, and RDP was a big winner. He won the horse.
Kind Man, I was pumped for RDP. Of course, I wanted to win it, but um, RDP's been following us since the beginning. I mean, he's been around for years, and there's lots of people that were out there that were deserving, and everybody that got the 186 shoot was deserving of getting it.
Yeah.
But I was just really pumped to see RDP get that win. So that
Yeah,
was
I couldn't
pretty
have
cool.
went to a better person. I mean, he follows everybody, supports everybody. He does something, so much for the community with input. He's always, giving really good input too, not just, crazy stuff, but really good stuff.
Yeah. So congrats RDP. Who else we got in the house? AC, SC.
Let's see, we've got City Pigeon, Giannis, Boy Dern, good morning, afternoon. Eldirian, got Laban, JP's in the house. Reboot, Shorty JS, Wee Benji, Kazakmar, Wolf Warner. Wolf, did you get your picks in? I know you got your picks in, right? Dr.
He did.
Tid, Dirty D. All right, we got, let's see who else. Twilk. Twilk's in here this morning. Good morning. Healthy I Am. Got John Sawyer in the house. Good morning, everybody. Good to see you guys. Thanks for hopping on this morning. Again, as KO said, no UFC stream today since the fights are tonight, so no recap yet. So we'll have that Monday. And don't forget to get your picks in. If you're not in the Discord, get your picks in. We did put out earlier in this week, and thank you to all the broadcasters that shared that out for us. We didn't have that set up until after our Thursday or Sunday stream, so we appreciate you guys putting that out. But if we hit 100 entries in the pick'ems this week for this fight series, the ninjas are going to do battle. We'll do a jiu-jitsu battle for you guys and film that. And then the prize that we were doing is anybody that hits a perfect card is 100K UPX. So, and it's not for just one person. It's not going to go to a spin wheel. Anybody that hits a perfect card, 7 out of 7 fights, you'll win 100 UPX, 100,000 UPX. And if we do hit the 100 entries, as a bonus, we will bump that up to 150K UPX winnings. So definitely get your picks in and get your chance at winning some UPX and get your chance to see the ninjas beat the crap out of each other. So
um, and just in case people are wondering, the pick'ems are totally free. If you go into our Discord, there's a UFC pick'ems channel, and there's a Dogster has posted a was it Google Forms or Google Docs or shoot, I can't remember what it is. But anyway, you just click the link, and yeah, going through that right now, City. I guess I'll just show the Discord. Let me do that.
yeah, let me pull that up for you. It's super simple. Anybody that's on Discord, you'll be able to do it in a heartbeat. And
And I
only
mean,
one
even if you don't
entry.
know, yeah, you only get one entry. They do have to be in by 8 p.m. before 8 p.m. Eastern time tonight. Um, and so you have about, to be safe, about 7 hours to get that in from right now. So if you look over in our Discord, scroll down to the UFC Pick'ems. There you go,
The end
Aldarian.
of your screen is cutting off a little bit, KO.
Uh, I know I've never been able to fix that.
Yeah,
I don't know how to do it. So anyway, just on the left-hand side, scroll down UFC Pick'em, and then let me scroll. You know what? Can I repost? Dun, 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 dun. Can I put this down at the bottom?
sure.
There we go. To Google Forms. Okay, so post it at the bottom here, and then and we do this every week. It's just that this week, if you pick all 7 fights correctly, you win 100,000 UPX, 150 if we get 100 entries. And even if you don't know anything about fighting, I mean, just go in there and just eeny, meeny, miny, mo, all the different fighters, and if you get all 7 correct, you win. So just jump in there.
Morning, June. Good to see you. Lightning Legs in the house. Make a Mark 1. Good to see you. Yeah, super easy. Super easy, Pigeon. And, if I know some of you guys watch fights sometimes and don't follow them as closely, and we do have the separate stream that we do now, and we actually go through on like Wednesdays typically, sometimes earlier, depending on the fight card that's coming up, and we'll put our picks out there, and you can kind of see like what we were thinking about, what we talked about, and also who we picked. And for me and KO, it's kind of fun because we get to go like head to head making the choices. And sometimes you look at it and you think you got the perfect card, and then you look back after the week's done, you're like, man, what was I thinking? But so it's a lot of fun. Just get in there, and like I said, we do some recaps and then go over the picks, and then later in the week on Sundays, typically we'll do like a recap of the actual fights, who won, who lost, and then also who won, who lost between me and KO on the pick'em. So it was always fun. Tiny C, good morning. Good to see you.
All right. Okay, so that was the UFC stuff. Get in there, get your entries, and I hope to give away some epics this week. So, all right. So you want to start recapping the week?
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, before we do that, just one more sports thing. I know we keep that to the UFC, but
Oh, the
uh,
Knicks.
I was gonna say, I fell asleep like I mean I was struggling to keep my eyes open watching the game, but
Mm-hmm.
I haven't watched an NBA game in honestly probably a couple years,
Mm-hmm.
and I tuned into that one, and it was came down to the wire. And congrats, Knicks. What do you think about that, Wolf? I'd like to know your
Wolf's got to be
um,
pumped.
53
That
years, I think.
It was 53 years, yeah, because man,
Yeah.
I think I was like a two years old or something like that. But
Uh,
yeah, that was crazy. I don't know if you saw Game Five. Game
this
Five
is the
was
first game.
freaking insane. Oh my god, I was watching it, but I had other stuff going on at the same time. But I was watching it, and that game was crazy. I mean, right down to the wire, pretty much. Tip pass, and yeah, it was pretty crazy.
Um, yeah, honestly, that's the first game I've watched in years. I don't follow the NBA a whole lot, but that was a fun game to watch. It seemed to, did you watch the whole thing?
I didn't get to see the whole thing. I did not.
I
I
actually
had stuff.
watched.
We were so busy at work this week. I just didn't really get to watch a lot. And then when I got home, I was just whooped. And you're trying to balance, work, life, streaming, Upland this week. It was a lot going on. So
It
I
was.
was catching like bits and pieces of all the games. The same with the hockey game. I've been trying to watch the hockey games. My Sabres are out. I'm bummed about that, but was it the Carolina Hurricanes are still in, which I do
Yeah,
follow
saw
them
that.
as well, and they're playing great, man. They're doing good, and they're ahead in the series right now. I think they do have a chance. We have a chance to take it tonight in tonight's game. So if they win, it's over, and then if not, it goes to the next game. But it's been a hell of a series with Vegas and Carolina. I honestly thought it was going to be Carolina and Colorado in the finals, but Vegas has been playing great, man. That team puts up some freaking points. So does Carolina. They just are playing their butts off. Yeah, it is 53 years, Wolf, right? Yep.
Shoot, that's great. And then I mean, the amount of times the Knicks have come back from a pretty large point deficit has been pretty impressive.
Yeah, because they were down at the half last night. Going into the half, I know they were down.
They came back from a 20. I was just listening to the, you know, people broadcasting it, and the announcers, and I guess they had like a 20-point comeback recently, and then
Mm-hmm.
in the finals, and then last night they came back from 16 points down.
Yep.
So
Yeah, it's
it's pretty
crazy.
awesome. It's pretty awesome. All right, let's jump into Upland. I just arrived back in LA from Bakersfield. I
Oh,
was
what are you doing in Bakersfield?
well, I had to buy a map asset
Hmm.
that I wanted, and I didn't have a property in Bakersfield, and I'll show why here in just a little bit. Um, but so anyway, I took a little 15-minute train ride up to get it. All right, let's jump into it. Let's see. We covered racing last week, right?
We did.
So
Yeah.
starting
Yeah,
so
we did.
starting June 8th, the Triple City launch uh, happened this week. First Triple City launch. You had Florence, Omaha, and Takasaki. Um, let's see. You had farms in these. You could only get the farms through the I think the $99 bundles. The farms, there's gonna be like wine troves in Italy, like wine focused farming, which is pretty cool.
Nice.
Kind of the first, would that be like the first alcohol reference in Upland? Like, there's no beer stuff for there's no liquor service structures. I guess there's some like sports bars and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
service structures. But anyway, I thought that was interesting. And then the Wagyu beef in Japan. Um, you say beef cattle, traditional crop production in Omaha. So it's kind of interesting to see that people are gonna be able to like focus in on a particular aspect of farming. You had these city passes. I actually picked up a Florence city pass.
Okay.
I just thought it. So of the three cities, I did not actually go to any of them in Mint. I was able to get three in the UpX bundles for the challenge, or for the gamified earnings task. So I was focused on troves exclusively. So, but I did love the pass, so I ended up picking one up. So, did you get any of the passes, or did you mint any properties?
I did not. Every time I turned around this week, I had just missed something that I was registering for. I just missed every single time. So I did
Yeah.
not do good. I was able to do the troves. Actually, to be honest, I would have missed the going to the bank and doing the trove thing if it wasn't for you, because I had all mine collected, and then I thought I was good and done, and then I got that text from you right before I was going to work, I believe, and I didn't even know what you were talking about. It was like, the bank. What do I have to go to the bank for? And yeah, so luckily I got all that stuff done and was able to pick up a couple other things. And I really, man, I wish they would have given us the weekend, because typically most people work Monday through Friday, Saturday for us. It would have been nice to have just like that one extra day, like Saturday night and Sunday, that you could have done it. Because I know a lot of the guys, I know City Pigeon, I think had like 45 Red Bulls and stayed up for like 4 days. And, a lot of the people out there were pulling all nighters to keep up on everything. And I wouldn't be able to do that and function for my profession. There's no way. I would have been getting my butt beat by 10-year-olds all week. So,
I guess, yeah, I stand corrected. There's pubs and there's
pubs.
breweries. Yeah, like I said, I'm still recovering. My brain's not all the way there yet. So yeah, I guess there's alcohol references in the game already. Um, you know what? I did actually want to bring that up, and because I've been thinking about that this week. It was a lot this week, and most of the players in Upland, I don't know for a fact, but I mean just the people that I know and connect with are adults that have real lives and jobs and families and obligations and responsibilities. Um, I do see both sides of it, right? The people that are able to commit the time and grind, right? Because it is a game. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
you gotta the people that grind the hardest and go the hardest get the most rewards. Um, and people that dabble will get some, but not as much. And that seems fair to me. The people that put the most time in get the most. So, um, but yes, should Upland next year think about giving us a few extra days, a little bit more time, um, or mix up like there should be some things that are because like the tours,
Mm-hmm.
you had a 24-hour window, right?
And it was the beginning of
That
the week.
well, kinda. One was in the beginning, one was in the later in,
Later, yeah.
so you had to do both. But you know, should they do a better mix of some things that are very time constrained, and then also some things that give us a little bit more time? And then, like you said, I know a lot of people got screwed uh, with the turning in of the rewards.
Oh yeah, it,
But I went back and read the article. It's right there in the
it
article.
is. Yeah, you're right.
It says it. So the people that didn't read it or pay attention, I honestly barely caught it. So, and I was pretty active in the discords and stuff, so I was pretty in tune with what was going on. But so I don't know. What's your thought? Do you think the Upland should be just a tiny bit more lenient on time?
I do
Give us a little more time.
because I do. I understand, the gaming part of it, and if you put up the time, it's no different than like when a new game comes out, right? You get on there at like midnight and you get it first. But like when we went, the years that we went to Vegas, we were in Vegas, so we had that time allocated for 2, 3 days, whatever it was, and we were able to do pretty much everything while we were there. And I feel like it's more spread out now with some of the stuff. But I guess they did do stuff earlier in the week before the Genesis week started at Vegas, so I guess it's kind of the same in that aspect. But I would like a little bit more time,
Yeah, I think at least
especially you're
Saturday.
going
Maybe not the whole weekend.
worldwide on the internet, right? So there's all these
Yeah.
different time zones too. That's the other part of it. So, I think I personally loved the in-person events in Vegas. I really enjoyed those, hanging out with everybody. Hanging out with you and doing stuff that we don't usually get to do, in our towns. Usually when we get together, we're training almost always,
Yeah. I know.
aside of a few times, right? So,
Yep.
it was always fun. And going to the online version, I think was super beneficial because it hits so many more people. So I think it's a good thing.
Yep.
But why not make it the best of both worlds and just give a little bit more time for stuff and really get people to engage even more?
So far the consensus in chat has been to give us a little bit more time. I would compromise and even just give us Saturday. Just give us
Right, the
Saturday.
weekend. That's it. Yeah.
You know, but not not even like the whole like all of Sunday even. Just give us one more day on the weekend to
Or
um
or this, if it's going to be, structured where you only have until X time to do this task or this task, maybe put a schedule out the week before for people.
mm,
Send an email out and say, "Hey, this is the schedule event." So at least, it's our we have an opportunity to prepare for it. Because I know when they do like game releases and stuff, usually they announce that so people can prepare for it. I think Xbox does that kind of stuff where they do like a release for a game, and then people can plan for it though. And I know people that take off work just to do that kind of stuff. Would
yeah,
I
do you
take
think
off
they
work to
did
do it? No, but I would definitely plan my times accordingly so I could do it before or after work.
Yep. Yep. Do you think Oh, I had a thought. Hang on. It's come back to me. Oh yeah, like do you think they did it on purpose? That I mean, there wasn't really even an announcement, like a warning, like hey, 3 hours left to get to turn in your rewards. Um, because if they do that, they're gonna have to give out more Sparklet, more Uppies,
That's a good point too.
more right? So I mean, did they do that on purpose, or you know, did they? Was it an oversight? Was it just hey, the article was there and the information was out there. If you paid attention, you got it, and if you didn't, as well. I don't know.
That's a good point. I didn't think about that because, like, a great example is this event that we're doing for the UFC giveaway, right? We gave ample notice, 100,000 UpX prize, and hey, if we get a bigger number, we're going to give you more. And we're giving people time to do it. I don't know. I like having the time. That's why I promote stuff that way, whether it's here or at my academies, different things that we do. Because you hit the masses that way, right? At the end of the day, it's all about marketing
And to me, you want people to have a good feeling at the end, right? Like, and there's
and tell
first
other
of all,
people about it.
first of all, I think Genesis Week was overall a big win this week. So
Mm-hmm. Yes.
kind of starting off, kind of starting off on a little touchy point here. We'll get into some more positive stuff here in just a minute, but like,
And this is
I
not
just
negative
do
at all. It really isn't. I think it's
hopefully
positive.
being constructive, just you want the most amount of people as possible to have the best experience as possible at the end.
Mm-hmm.
That's at least that's how I view it. So look, I like the idea of the uh, schedule released
Mm-hmm.
at the beginning of the week, so you can
Yep.
just have one sheet of paper with the whole schedule.
You got everything right.
Um, I like a few updates, and I like give us give us another like 36 hours. Give us like Saturday night to complete everything, right? Um,
Morning, JH.
so maybe those things could just
I
be
mean,
some slight improvements next
yeah,
year.
because think about when you go to like other events where there's like, okay, let's say a 3 day concert, or you go to a seminar, business seminar or something, or for us, martial arts seminars, and there might be people there that you really want to train with and engage with, and then there might be people that maybe take a back burner, to other people that you see or events that are going on, and you can decide which events you want to do and which ones you don't want to do, basically, because everybody does different things, and you can't. It is a lot harder now to do everything. We've been talking about that for 2 years now. You're not going to be able to
It,
do everything, but at least people would have the opportunity to do the things that they enjoyed.
and I see people going crazy on farming.
Mm-hmm.
I see people going crazy on planting. Um, I love building, so I'm pretty focused on building. I dabble in planting. I dabble in map assets. I'm not into farming right now. That could change, but right now, no. But yeah, that's becoming more and more true. I do love racing, so I
Mm-hmm.
do get pretty heavy into racing. Um, you're starting to actually see that come true of players becoming kind of specialists in different areas, um, which is cool. And it seems like pretty strong consensus of give us the week, give us the
Mm-hmm.
weekend. Um, if we're a bunch of high schoolers in summertime with no school, with no jobs and whatever,
Yeah.
sure. But
But
I
this
think that
game's
your
not
player
attracting
base,
high schoolers. Yeah, exactly. You got
no,
to go to your genre that you're
yeah,
attracting.
yeah. All right, I think we beat that dead horse. Um,
Seven
we'll get
days
those
looks like
suggestions out there.
a week is the consensus. Yep.
All right, let's pull up Upland. Let's jump back into it. Buy your farm, Sir Mitch. Ah, not yet. Not there yet. Got my screen up there. Let's see if you want to pull it up. There
Yep.
we go.
There we go.
All right. So the city releases. I even flipped one of my properties over in Venice. Um, I'm sorry, Florence. And I'm kind of sticking to my strategy, to be honest. I'm gonna wait until see if I can't mint some kind of exclusive or good collection and put my UPX to good use and I've got my eyes focused on 1 million UPX a month. Still got a ways to go, but I just know, you know, I gotta be focused and just save up my UPX until I see a good opportunity to deploy it and then get those earnings up the best as possible. I think once I get to 1 million UPX per month, obviously I'll continue to grow that, but I think I'll be a little bit more go pick up some other properties in other areas that I want that don't necessarily give you the best yield, but I'm pretty focused on that goal right now. Um, what was next? We had the Triple City release, which congrats. It didn't seem like there was. I mean, I didn't hear of any hiccups. There's a lot going on, so maybe I missed it, but it looks like it went good. All right, the big win of the week. All I've seen, I mean, I've seen in Discord a bunch. Just Wolf risking my career hunting troves. um, so man, I think people got addicted to troves real quick. I was one of them, and this was a big win. I think everything went pretty well. It got a little laggy at times. Sometimes you wouldn't see the trove pop out, and then you'd click it again, and then you'd get the dust, and you'd be like, ah. I'd have to refresh my screen every 5 minutes because it would start to get too laggy. But um, you know, I've seen in Discord the last 2 days, like, when are troves coming back? We want troves back. People, I mean, that was like just it was like Upland crack. Everybody just wanted more troves, and
That's how I was
uh,
yesterday. I was like, "Where's the troves now? I want to hunt," because I had time to hunt. Saturday and Sunday.
yeah. Um, so I mean, overall, I think people really enjoyed the challenge and the being able to interact with the properties. I think that was just super cool. They, I think they did a really good job with that. So SC, if I remember correctly, you did not get the 186. Is that correct?
Did not. Yeah, I got to the 100 and then that was it.
Um, so I did get the 186. I was pretty pumped. I think I called you and I warned you, and I was like,
Mm-hmm.
"Hey, I are you going to go for the 186?" And I think you were on the fence about it, and I was like, "Well, just to warn you, it is going to consume your life for about 24 hours, 24 to 36 hours, if you're going to go after it, because there was some freaking hard troves to get." Um, Trove PTSD. Um, so yeah, it was fun. I liked the challenge actually. It was, and I got addicted. I got to about 140 pretty easily. Those last like 40 whatever troves, it took me a very long time, and I had to go cross-reference the website, write down which ones I missed, and then go figure out where to get those. Um, Yeah, Wolf, I know. Wolf got 182 out of 186.
Oh
That is
man,
that's a hard one, man.
that is rough.
You'd almost just rather it be like just get your 100 and get out, but to be that close, that sucks.
Did
So
anybody have like, you know how like the popcorn comes up on the structures, the little popcorn piece, the dust or whatever it is?
the dust?
Yeah, when you click on them, I can't tell you how many times on accident that I accidentally clicked on it like a structure and that happened. Like I would be just trying to click on it but not do the like the petting click on mechanic, if that makes sense. Does that make
Y-
sense?
So you accidentally were
Yeah.
long clicking the
Yep.
the structures?
Exactly. Yeah, the long click. I had that happen so many times. I was so irritated.
Um, that does bring up a good point with treasure hunting, which I'm curious to see where treasure
Mm-hmm.
hunting is going to go. Is treasure hunting going to be replaced with trove hunting? Um, and if not, there is an issue here with, actually, I think Lilyfield brought it up on the UAD that if you're treasure hunting, you gotta be able to click to properties pretty quick.
Right.
But now, when you click a structure, it wasn't this way before. When you click a structure, that
Mm-hmm.
structure pops up and it
Right.
ruins your flow.
Yep.
Um, and there's some properties that are loaded with structures.
Oh yeah.
So
It's hard to click on the
yeah,
properties sometimes.
yeah. I had a few my own properties. I had to just click like a sliver of the property to
Yeah,
get it.
you're enlarging the screen and you're trying to get just a little bit of, empty space.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm curious to see what's going to happen with treasure hunting. I kind of feel like because actually Aldarian in chat and Discord today reminded me in the article it says that you're going to be able to trove hunt for uh Upix. It says in the
Oh,
article
Lightning Leg, that's a
up
good
it.
point. He said just turn the 3D items off.
I
So if
guess if
you,
you're treasure
yeah, if
if you're
you're, yeah,
treasure hunting.
okay,
Interesting. Okay.
that's a great point.
Man, I feel like an idiot this morning with the alcohol stuff, and then that's a that's a simple fix. Um, yeah, good easy fixes right there.
All right,
Um,
someone go try that. Sounds like Lightning Leg's already been trying it, obviously.
but in that article, it says you're going to be able to with troves earn Upix, Sparklet, um, all kinds of different rewards. So is that going to replace treasure hunting? Because you can earn Upix and Sparklet through treasure hunting.
Yeah, just
Um,
make it all one.
I'm I'm curious. Do you okay? Here's another thing that came up in chat this week. Do you think that troves are going to be something that we can casually do 24/7? Maybe a little bit, Dr. Tid. Uh, um, Or do you think it'll be turned on and off? Like it'll be like, here you have this window to collect troves and, get your rewards. Or do you think it's going to be 24/7, you'll be able to um,
I think it's
collect
going to be
troves?
24/7, but with like some kind of cooldown period, probably. I don't know.
Um, I've been thinking about this. I think Block Explorer stamina is going to be coming into play here.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Aldarian and I were talking about that too. Um, so you're not going to be able to collect as many, right? Without having a good Block Explorer inventory. I think that there's going to be special events, like trove hunting events, that maybe award special prizes or something like that. And this is all speculation, just just guessing here. But so I think you're going to be able to collect, at all times, and then depending on your Block Explorer inventory, and then but also I think this was just a test. I think that there's gonna be a one trove that you need for this recipe, but it's on the other side of the map.
Mm-hmm.
You got to travel to Tokyo to get it, and um, I think it's gonna be more difficult.
Maybe
Maybe
they'll
maybe
have
one
different
more.
tiers of it too at different types of awards.
Yeah. Um, I'm very curious and I'm excited. Actually, I am excited to see where it's going, and I think that this gives them just so many avenues and ways to use troves to get people
Mm-hmm.
engaged in the game. There can be stuff you can do every day. There can be special events. There can be,
And maybe
um,
they'll have some that are geared towards like a certain genre of troves, and you have to go to just certain types of structures that you have to seek out to be able to find, stuff for the recipes or whatever, however it's going to work.
yeah. Think about if Upland said, "Hey, there is one, or we're releasing 5 troves this weekend, and but you don't know where it is, and if you know,
Just got to
it's
find
in
it.
it just could be total random, and then the 5 people, right, that get these troves, win, 1,000 sparklet or 100,000 upx or 5,000 sparklet. I mean, people will go crazy all weekend just trove hunting to try to be one of those lucky
Yep.
people. I mean, they could just do stuff like that all the time
Yeah, and that
and get people.
that marketing system works. I mean, it's worked for years. Look at stuff like with cereal box giveaways where I don't think they do it anymore, but when I was a kid, they used to put like toys in plastic bags inside the cereal, and you would get the bag of cereal, and I a lot of times I would buy cereal that I didn't even like just so I could get whatever it was inside the cereal box. And then I think like companies like McDonald's is a prime example. They do what are the box things the kids get? The happy sauce or the happy box, happy meal,
Oh,
the
happy
happy
meal.
meals. So
Gotcha.
you get the happy meal, but they had like specific types of toys in there. And I knew adults that would go and buy those damn things just for the toys because they were, Star Wars collectibles or this or that, something that was going on, in the current times. So if they did that with troves, people would be out there hunting all over the place to get those things.
Yeah, I I'm pumped for it. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed filling the recipes and s- having to figure out my where to go to get them, and it was a good, it was a fun challenge if you had the time.
Maybe there's going to be troves like in the water too. Maybe you have to take your boat and you have to find a specific buoy or you have to go to a certain port or something to find some kind of trove.
Boy turned like happy sauce better than your happy meal.
It was a happy meal, wasn't it? I think.
Happy meal, but I think you called it happy sauce.
Yeah, I couldn't. I
Um,
don't. I don't shop at McDonald's.
Shop at
Or well,
McDonald's.
I don't go to
What
McDonald's. I don't frequent McDonald's.
what are you? Oh, God, cracking me up. I don't shop at McDonald's. I don't shop for happy sauce at McDonald's.
I don't get my happy sauce at
Where,
McDonald's.
where where do you get your happy sauce, Sissy? Where do you shop at?
I get my happy sauce in house.
Oh man. Golly, I feel a little scatterbrained. Sorry, guys. What else with troves? SC is shopping for happy sauce at McDonald's. I don't know what to do with that.
Oh, Tiny
Let's
C, I do
see.
remember those. The rings and the Cracker Jack boxes.
Oh, chat, don't get them started again. We spent
They used to do the
just
tattoos, right? You used to get the tattoos in the Cracker Jack box.
remember SC. You spent 24 minutes on the last stream
Are you
reminiscing.
timing me now?
Yeah, I am. Because I sat here in silence for 24 minutes while you reminisced on shows that I have no idea about. So yeah, I'm starting the timer.
Speaking of shows, did you ever watch WKRP in Cincinnati? Did you ever see that
Speaking of
one?
what?
Show you were talking about shows like old shows. Have you seen WKRP in Cincinnati?
You were talking about old shows, but no, I have not seen that. No more squirrels.
That is right, Dr. Tid. That is my favorite happy sauce.
Crown, yeah, there you go. So if you did collect tropes, and if you collected the recipes, and then you went to the bank on Friday before noon Eastern time, 9 a.m. Pacific time, and you turned them in, you could earn Uppies, Sparklet, and Genome Troves. So SC, how did you do with your rewards?
Let's see. I did fairly well. I mean, as far as like the uppies, I got two uppies, I believe. I got two or three of the packs of the Sparklet things, and then
The
I got the hens,
what
the two hens. I got a female and a male hen, or a pink and a blue one. Anyways, I think they're male and female. And then I guess I can convert those things into a chicken.
And thanks, City Pigeon. If you still have these rewards in your Trove wallet, you can still go to a bank and turn them in. You have until tomorrow, I think, and so you can still go to the bank all weekend. So they did give us that. It's just you had to complete all the recipes by Friday.
All right, so Wolf has seen WKRP.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, is that what it
you
was?
get.
So that gives you the chicken.
I went pretty heavy into the Troves. Like I said, and then on top of like I said, I had a crazy week at work and I had some really stressful things happen, so I couldn't really sleep. So I was like, ah, what the heck? I'll just go Trove. So I went pretty heavy. I got a level 3 uppy and a level 2 uppy. I got 3 of the silver sparklet packages. Should be about 2250 in sparklet, and then I got. I was a little okay. I had one gripe with the genome troves. We worked pretty dang hard to get these rewards, right? And then it was left up to chance as to what if you got a male or female of the animals. So I got 3 female. I got some chickens. I got a male and a female pig. And I got 3 female. What was the other animal? Not the cows. I didn't have enough for the cows, but the other animal.
Rooster,
The no, there was another animal.
horse.
Anyway, I got 3. No, only RDP got that one. Uh, but anyway, I got 3 females, and I got mad, so I just went on to the next animal. So anyway, I won't be able to make. Wolf got 8 hens, 7 roosters, and 2 uppies. Okay, that's pretty solid.
Lonnie Anderson, Big Norm. That's a name I haven't heard in forever.
City pigeon. You went for the expensive one. I only had enough to have like 2 shots at that, so I didn't. I went for quantity over the bull and the cow. Lonnie Anderson was hot. Who's Lonnie Anderson?
Look her up. We can pull her up on screen. She was in another. Wolf said the other animal was a boar. A boar, maybe.
Uh, sorry, I'm looking at Lonnie Anderson.
Was she? She was in the movie with Patrick Swayze too, wasn't she? I think the bouncer movie. Where he was working security at the Double Deuce. I forget the name of the movie now.
All right. I don't recognize her.
She's not horrible looking.
No, no, she's
Yeah, she played in
looking good.
WKRP. I thought she was in another movie too. I don't know why I was thinking she was in the movie with Patrick Swayze too, but I could be confusing her.
Casigmar agrees. Yeah, RDP. I'm guessing we can acquire more in the future, or there'll be some kind of sale or something. So I'll just be patient with it. Uh, RDP's prize.
Look at
Ba-dum,
that.
ba-dum. That's pretty sick. Thought that was pretty awesome. That is a just jacked looking. I mean, this thing just looks ready to take on the world.
They should have made it like a stallion.
Or yeah, I don't know. It looks pretty sick. Just making sure I didn't miss anything. Crafting was cool.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good.
Oh, Wolf, I didn't even know she passed away. Holy cow. I don't know
Oh,
how I missed that news.
um, you did have these structures that were released. Did you pick up any of these?
I haven't yet.
What is um, what is a Googie style? I've never heard of this word Googie style, and it was kept coming up all week.
Googie style.
Uh, what does? Okay, Googie. Here's a definition. Is a flamboyant and optimistic style of futuristic mid-century architecture that flourished in the US from the late 1940s to the early 1970s, influenced by car culture and the space age. It featured dramatic angles, neon signs, and bold geometric shapes. Okay, so that is very accurate.
All right, KO wasn't what was that name of that? The Three Ninjas. Wasn't that one of your favorite movies?
Tommy Colton, no, Rocky Colton Tum Tum.
What's that?
No, no, shoot. That's the Three Ninjas.
Is it? Okay. Well, Lonnie Anderson was in that.
Ah,
1998.
well, I was 8 years old.
Yeah. She was in Vigilant Force, Stroker Ace, The Lonely Guy, All Dogs Go to Heaven. Night at the Roxbury. I did not know she was in that actually.
What? Okay, I know these movies.
I might have to fact check this. I didn't realize she was in this many movies. That's crazy. Coins in the Fountain.
Yeah, Rocky Colton Tum Tum.
Hmm.
Yeah, love the
Okay.
Three Ninjas.
Yeah, she was in that movie. So
Interesting. And Night at the Roxbury is one of my favorites.
yeah, that was funny. That was a funny movie.
Always, always like that. Um, yeah, the Atomic Auto Service, the Moonbeam Diner. I think those are the two that I picked up. I only picked up two, and you did get some troves with it, so I
Hmm.
got it for that too. The Starlight Precinct actually looks pretty sick. I
That
do
does
like
look really
that.
cool.
and the Skyline Medical Center. I liked. They were all pretty cool. I did like them all. You had the two legacy tours, and one in San Francisco, one in Manhattan. One of them was a redo, the comic book tour in Manhattan, which was pretty cool. Um, I was able to sneak in and do both, and I got the Block Explorer, the field by. I think only like 150 people got it. This Block Explorer, so I think a lot of people missed these, either missed registering for them. To register for these is difficult. Like you got to know, difficult for the like the normal player if you don't treasure hunt a lot, or if you haven't done these in the past. Even actually, I forgot. I had to go into chat and ask somebody where to register. Because you have to go to the treasure hunting, and then you have to change the city,
Mm-hmm.
and then register. So I would like that to be a little easier for people to register for. You had the gold pass. Hey, Vape, if you're watching, I haven't raced this yet. Do the wheels turn like last year's? I remember Vape. So I was in chat quite a bit this week and talked to a lot of different players, and it really kind of brought me back to last year's Genesis Week where people were, man, we were doing the Sparklet Wars, I believe, right? Wasn't that
Mm-hmm.
last,
I think so.
and we were up all night. We were all chatting and racing, and we were racing, doing the wars, and just everyone was, you were frustrated together, you celebrated together, and everybody was just having a good time. And the troves this time kind of brought back that same kind of feel. And so anyway, it was fun. I really enjoyed this week and getting to. I talked to some new people I've never talked to before, and um, but I'm kind of the gold pass. You get a Block Explorer and a go kart for $20. I I kind of want to. Was there any other
I don't
benefit
think
to
so.
holding? I'd like to see a little. I mean, not I don't nothing crazy, just a little bit more from the gold pass.
Something different, even if it's a chance at something.
A chance, a structure. Let's see. Not a badge. Not a badge for that. Like to earn the badges. Um, I don't know. I can't think of anything right now. But I just want. I don't know. I just feel like the gold pass is missing something. Let's see. You did have the podcast with Too Stupid for Web 3. We love Jim over there, and so I do understand, why Dirk and Edon did not go on many different shows. They're probably consolidating their time, make it a little more efficient. But anyway, they had a pretty good interview over there. Uh, I said this in chat. I didn't get much of a response. I felt like Dirk and Edon were more energized and excited for Upland this year than they were last year. Not that they weren't excited last year, but I think they were dealing with all the heat of not doing the live version last year,
Mm-hmm.
and it was stressful. But I think that Troves was one of the biggest wins that Upland's had in a long time, and I felt like they knew it, and I felt like they had confidence in it, and I just felt their energy was a little bit more excited this year than last year. So, what'd you think?
Yeah, I felt the same way, and it was like I felt like it was a real genuine excitement. That was the impression I got watching the podcast.
Um,
It's always
yeah,
good to see, the guys at that level excited about something because that speaks volumes, in my opinion.
yeah, just their energy just felt different this year. It
Mm-hmm.
just felt like maybe it was more confidence. Like they we saw the success of troves, and they just knew like this is it. This is the direction that we're heading. Not that they have everything figured out, just
Mm-hmm.
this is where we're going. This is working. Um, so that was really encouraging to see. You had some flash challenges. I did not do any of the flash challenges. And okay. The vote for Sparklet, the burn actually was complete. Keep moving on. Collision update. I actually have not got to mess around with this, but you are now able. Oh, come on. You are now able to put map assets on top of the grass. I see you focused or distracted over there.
Yeah, I was reading something here. I I could have swore Lonnie Anderson was in Roadhouse. There's a girl that's in it that looks just like her. I don't know what her name is. I was trying to figure it out because it was driving me absolutely crazy here.
Gotcha. Um, got too many tabs open here trying to consolidate it. So let's go. Does anybody have a good property that you have put together with map assets on top of the grass, or whatever version of that that looks pretty good? Let me know. I'll pull it up and we can go take a look at it. I know they just kind of dropped this. I mean, this was a huge complaint,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of people were not planting because of this. And then boom, they delivered it way quicker than I thought to. I thought it was gonna be later this year, if not next year, before that would happen. So I think that this was a really it was like a well, I guess in comparison to the week, it was a smaller detail, but for people that were wanting to get into planting,
Mm-hmm.
big, it was huge.
Anybody else notice there's no train tracks for that train?
That's AI for you.
Yeah, Wolf,
Um,
I wish they could have had one last thing too. And I did think it was going to be fishing, maybe just because X1 had said it a few times.
I man, I was I'm with you, Wolf. I thought there was going to be one more little thing, like a city, a teaser of a new function or something like that. So, fishing coming next season. Yeah, I did think that was coming. James UK in the house.
Hey, Millen.
Yo yo. Um, all right. If you come up with if anyone has an address to go look at, let me know. I'll go pull it up. But yeah, you're gonna be able to put map assets and all the way up. Also, you're able to put plants all the way up to the structures. Which I guess I do have a little example of that I'm going to show in just a minute. We got a little property I can go show.
Which one you got? Now, is this a
Uh,
property you
let's
have stuff on top of your grass?
this. I need an address reboot. Or I mean, I guess I could just share this screen. Can you
Hmm.
see that?
Yeah.
So you got the lamppost on top of the grass. You got one of our ninjas on top of the grass, and the flowers here. So I think this was much needed, and it's working.
That reminds me of a demo we did. We did a demo for someone's
I,
birthday party, and we did the demo in the backyard, and then they wanted a concrete break, but we had to do that in the like where the flowers were and stuff in the mulch to keep the concrete out of the grass.
I've done some demos in the grass.
It's a lot different because the ground gives.
It
You know,
does.
it's not that solid base, and it wasn't it wasn't really the steadiest. The base was like rocking and rolling.
Let's see.
Elijah, good morning. Ant-Man, good to see you.
All right, we'll keep moving. Really good, really big win right there. Good
Mm-hmm.
announcement this week. New merch. New merch store. I think people have been calling for this for a long time.
Yep.
So I did not order anything yet. I am going to order the t-shirt, I think.
Yeah, I'm going to do the same. I got to jump on there and do that. Okay, guys, also just a reminder for anybody that's just tuning in here. We do have the pick'ems going on. So the fights are actually tonight. So this is the Freedom 250, UFC Freedom 250 that's at the White House. And anybody that picks a perfect card, you'll win 100K UPIX. So definitely get in there, get your picks in. If we get to 100 entries, not 100 winning entries, but 100 entries in general, we will do 150K UPIX for anybody that gets 7 out of 7. And you also get to see the ninjas do a battle in jiu-jitsu. And that fight starts at 8 p.m., so get your picks in prior to that.
Ant-Man. Oh, hang on. Ant-Man gave me an address here. This is looking cool.
Nice.
Ant-Man.
So can you put cars on the cement pads yet?
I mean, I think so.
Because they were talking about being able to put like cars on driveways and stuff.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that's doable now. Okay, you got a bench on the grass over here. You got a bus stop
Bus stop
on the
on the grass.
grass.
Man, you got
Okay.
that thing built quick.
Well, you can just bring the grass right up to it.
Oh, gotcha.
This was already there, and then
Okay.
nice. Dun, dun. So one more option here. Yeah, merch store was cool. It's another good little update. So there's another live look at it.
Got the
And yeah,
ladder out there.
who
Is that
was making fun of my flowers? Sir
Oops.
Mitch, was that you? Yeah, my flowers. Okay, I from now on I'm just gonna miracle grow all my flowers because I cannot keep those things alive. And it seems like things stay alive better once you uh miracle grow them because I have killed all my flowers. I'm kind of bummed because I mean it's like thousands of upix.
Oh,
I
yeah.
spent lots of upix on those flowers and they are dead. So let's see. Make a Mark 1. You can join our Discord and it's in the description below. And then on the left-hand side, scroll down to UFC Pick'ems, and I put the link right there on the bottom, and you just fill out that form.
I'll see if I can drop the link in the chat here. I think I can do that. Whether I can do that without breaking something is another story, but
All right, we'll take a look at one more prop at the back of the garden. All right, all right. Sorry, trying to keep up with chat. Ah, here we go. The ninja's kicking the tree back here.
There it is.
That's cool. All right, let me go to Elijah Judah. Just gave me a property. All right, let's go check out one more.
It was
Hero.
Julie Michaels. Julie Michaels pigeon.
Let's see, what do we got here?
Hey, Kiro Nikos, good to see you.
We got some Labans over here. I have a little tribute to Laban I want to show here in just a minute. And I was going to do one for Swirly and Meant to Be for winning. I just haven't had time yet. I think I spent some time at this property collecting troves this week. I had like a little route that I would take.
Zen Mafia, I don't think there's larger patches you can get. You just got to mesh them all together.
I do hope that there's a fix for that Zen.
Make
Like
it like
create
sod,
some.
right? Or you can get like rolls of sod or something.
If they could make some 4x4s, some 6x6s, 8x8s, if they kind of like started to build like sell some larger, even if they cost more, I don't care. Just it saves time. That would be great. Because I'm like deterred from planting grass because it's literally
It's
one at a
time
time.
consuming. Maybe
Um,
they should have a mechanic with the seed where you can like group seeds together to make a different size. So if you wanted to get like a 4x4, you just have to put 4 seeds together or something. Some kind of mechanic like that.
yeah,
Where if you want to do this particular size, it's this many seeds. Morning, Shaq. Good to see you.
I yeah yeah basically Zen and like I think that that would be a I could foresee something like that coming out in the future.
Mm-hmm.
I really hope they do. All right, let's keep this moving. Discord coming in game. I thought this was a really much needed. You know, we were just talking before stream. There's like a couple hundred people that watch streams.
Mm-hmm.
There's, a ton of people that don't use Discord.
Yep. I never even knew what it
Um,
was for the longest time until I played Upland, honestly.
so I think same for me. But this is, I think, going to help to get people more engaged. Hey, Shaq. Or a cover all the yard will cost blank amount of seeds. Would you like to plant the entire yard? Yeah, something like that, City. I do see something coming in the future. When, I don't know, but I think they definitely. I think they know that that needs some help.
Yeah, definitely.
We had a video. I don't want to spend much time on the retro rides. They're still in the store,
Mm-hmm.
which I think people were just USD'd out. We don't know the functions of these yet. That's not helping. I know they said that they'll boost scores or whatever, but um, the truck is my favorite. Yeah, the retro taxi and the retro police. And then you have a 45,000 UPX cart.
The soapbox cart.
There's still plenty of those to purchase. I didn't get as excited about that one. And the price of it with 500 mints and there's 45,000. I mean, I don't know. Wasn't too excited about that one.
All right, we've got the hashtag is in the chat there. Hashtag Ninja Battle. And it looks like we got Frozen KO. Oh, there he is. He
Am I
just wasn't
frozen?
moving. No, you must have. You just weren't moving,
Oh,
I guess.
it's being ninja-like.
All right, so the hashtag Ninja Battle, we'll be giving away 3 10x packages. I know we got to save some upics for tonight in case we get a lot of wins, because there could potentially be quite a bit of upic spent.
Yeah, 7 correct fights is not that crazy. I mean,
No,
I
it's
know
not.
it's
I had
I
10
know it's
last
kind
week,
of a
so. But there were more
yeah.
fights, to be fair. Let's see, how many people have we got in here? Guys, go invite everybody to the stream. If we get 100 people to like this video while we're on stream, I will bump that 10K upics up to 50 for all 3 of those places.
Ninja battle. Yeah, so we need more information on these cars. I was not a purchaser of these cars. Not a lot of people were. All right, let's keep moving. I don't want to spend too much time on that one. I think Kiro, you're right. Um, I think it's a mix of, you know, a lot of USD and then not knowing how they're going to be used.
Mm-hmm.
We need to know. All right, what am I doing? Okay. Let me
Pigeon
refresh.
said the card is really small.
The cart is super small. Interesting. I'm still waiting on my cart to get approved. Come on. All right, retro rides, the prize recipes revealed, and then, all right, here we go. Interesting article here. The map starts moving. Did you get to read this?
No, I did not.
So this is a teaser. This is not live yet, but 3D movement on Upland map is now in active development. Let me scroll down here. Can I? Look at that. Look at that little uppie.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I saw the pictures of this. This is really neat.
Look at that little uppie walking around. This is encouraging. This, I, uh, this is really cool to be able to put our uppies, on our properties. Let them. This is probably it's watering the plants. I'm guessing this is a level 3 uppie right now. Now, when you first put the uppie on there, it's gonna be like a generic uppie, like they're all gonna look the same. But then you're gonna have the ability to, oh, how did they word it? Enhance it. So players who want their unique uppie's distinct look to appear on the property will be able to enhance it. Once enhanced, that uppie will always appear as its unique self wherever it's assigned. So we don't know how that function is going to work. If you're going to have to pay upics, I can't even collect a trove recipe to give your uppie that will make it unique. I don't know.
Yeah, I want to see
The
uppies
enhanced
walking around kicking things, like kicking bags and throwing ninja stars.
yeah, that enhancement stays with the uppie forever, no matter who owns it in the future. So Oh man, can you? I guess a question I have is, okay, you apply. Let's say you have a property that's got plants and a service structure, right? And so you have a level 3 uppy on there taking care of the plants, and you have a level 5 uppy on there, you know, working in the service structure. Can you sell that property and just those uppies automatically go with it? That would be pretty sick,
That would be
and that would
really
be,
cool.
um, and that would be,
Would that be like selling a slave though? I don't. That could be taken the wrong way.
so I
I mean,
guess
well, you
we're
know,
kind of
I
already.
mean, if you have like, say you have a house and you have a nice pool and you have like a pool boy or a pool girl, and you don't just sell them with the house, right?
I guess, I mean, if you think about it, we're already kind of selling uppies to each other, so we're
Yeah,
kind of we're already kind of doing that, but that is pretty funny. Yeah, I can't wait to be scrolling through the map and seeing just uppies everywhere and on the map and things moving, animals moving. It's gonna be pretty cool. Yeah, look. Oh, I forgot this one moved.
that
Hey,
looks
there's
really
RDP's
cool.
horse. There's RDP's horse.
Look at that. Where is this ranch? Or is this just a mock-up?
It's just an image, just a just a mock-up. This doesn't. These are just
That is
yeah.
really cool though. Just the movement. I mean, it kind of brings it to life.
And then imagine having some uppies on here, watering the plants. I mean, I don't know. You're just gonna. You looking at Wolf's comment?
Yeah.
As long as I don't see them breeding, I'm fine. Like, Upland turns from PG to rated R real quick. Um, that's funny. No, I don't know. This gets me pumped just kind of seeing what we can create in the future. What's your timeline on life? I'm sorry, not life, movement.
Not as long as yours. Are you talking about in real life or in game? Upland?
Movement?
I thought you said something about my time frame on life.
On.
That's what you said.
Well, but then I meant movement.
I didn't know if that was a shot at the old guy or
Oh, I didn't realize what I said. Yeah, how much longer you think you're gonna be alive to see this? Can you make it long enough to see the horses roam in Upland?
I hope it comes quicker than my fences and other stuff I've got out there being created.
Oh, I didn't mean it like that. I mean, what's your timeline on when do you think we'll see these animals and uppies moving in game?
That man, that's a great question. Hmm. I mean, you know, I've been in. I think it was the Sandbox. I think I was in Sandbox a little while back, and they actually had like characters like on the screen moving on the properties and different things in the you know in the whatever they call it, whatever they have there, and I guess the metaverse that they have. There were actually people walking around, and so the technology is there. Hopefully, it won't be too long. Maybe quarter 2.
Q2. So I mean, that's Genesis season next year. Is
Well,
that what
I
you're
mean
saying?
Q2 for Upland life or Upland like time frame. So I'm thinking like 3 to 4 months from Genesis week where we're at right now. 3 to 4 months.
Okay, I'm gonna go longer because we don't even have animals yet. So I think they're gonna come out with. Ah, that's a tough one.
Millen's thinking next G week.
That's not out of the realm of possibilities for me. Before we actually see these guys moving on the map, first we gotta get uppies on the map.
So the white horse that RDP's got, that is the only horse, right?
I mean, as of right now,
So there's going to
they're
have
gonna.
to be like a so that's like a is that a male or a female horse? Do we know?
Uh, don't know.
I mean, does it have to breed with other horses, and then like the other ones would be like really baby horses at first, and then they'll kind of grow over time, or it's hard to say
Yeah, I mean they're
how
gonna
it's going
sell
to
us
work, the
animals.
mechanics.
I have a feeling they're gonna sell us animals and maybe be able to find them through troves. Um, but I just see.
Sounds would be great too, pigeon.
I I I am just. I don't understand the sounds thing. I I don't see any. I honestly, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe when it comes, I'll like it. I am not. Sounds don't get me excited. I don't want sounds. I have my own sounds going on while I play Upland. Um, I play my own music or listen to my own podcast or whatever. Or
That is true.
I, d- to me, sounds is like not worth the time right
Because I
now.
know a lot of
That's
games you play out there, you can like play soundtracks right now. You have like certain ones that you can pick to play while you're playing your game.
say what now?
So like when you play certain video games, can't you like listen to certain soundtracks? I think like when I used to play the hockey games, they used to have music that was played in the background.
I mean, I have my phone and a headset and my own headphones. I can play whatever I want.
No, I understand that, but I'm just saying like some of the games I used to play, I think used to have music in the background. And like it would have like the announcers that would like be kind of announcing your game that's being played.
I just don't see a benefit in that because I can listen to whatever. I'm not gonna listen to Upland's soundtrack when I can listen to my own soundtrack.
But if it was a soundtrack that had like stuff that was going on with whatever you're seeing on the screen, so maybe you walk by, this horse stable and you can hear horses making horse noises.
That doesn't get me excited at all. That's just me. Um,
When you play Mario Kart, what do you listen to? You listen to Mario Kart.
uh, I I only play Mario Kart with my wife.
Do you both have headphones on listening to your own music, or what are you listening to when you play Mario
No, but
Kart?
that's a multiplayer game that I'm sitting right. I'm talking to my like we're like yelling at each other because we're mad at each other, whoever's winning. Um,
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Pigeon was like a sound effect, something to go with what's going on, within that scene that you're in.
I don't know. It just doesn't get me going.
Like maybe
I
you're
feel like
hearing
I'd
the
rather them.
the tractor cutting the grass, or
I'm 99% positive I'll turn all the sound off so I could just listen to what I want to listen to.
you could
But
have
anyway,
somebody in your apartment breeding. They could be all kinds of different sound effects, right? Sky's the limits.
oh, that's funny.
I would like the sound effects in the racing would be really cool.
Yeah, no, I don't even want that. I mean, I don't mean to be a downer, but I just don't see a benefit to the.
So you could always turn the volume off though. So it would be like maybe it's you know how you can toggle off like 3D objects. Maybe it's something where you toggle off sound, but it's an option.
Yeah, I mean, I think it would definitely be an option, just like 3D map headsets, or you can turn those off. It's just interesting. I'm interested to see. I'm interested. I just can't wrap my head around
Yeah, music mute.
wanting the
That's what I was thinking
sounds.
of, Elijah. He's
But it
teaching.
does seem like a lot of people want it, so I hope, you know, hope people get it at some point. All right. Um, anyway, movement, awesome, love it. I'm gonna go with, man, I do think Upland is gonna continue the pace that they have this last year, so I don't know. In the Q1 of next year, not Upland's Q1. actual Q1 next year or Q2 next year. I think that is my time frame for movement in Upland.
Ant-Man Gen X sounds get everybody going.
Let's see. And then we already kind of talked about the stream with Dirk and Don. I was hoping I saw someone in chat. I agree. I was hoping just to get at least a teaser or a little bit of information on like the trade routes and stuff. We didn't get a whole lot there on the trade. Actually, we've got nothing on the trade routes. We've been building all these offices, which the offices did come in handy for the troves. Needed those for sure. Um, but yeah, just no information on the trade routes. That would have been a little nice to get something there. That was probably I guess one of the main things that was missing for me on the interview. Uh, what was I saying? Someone was asking in chat about the service vehicles boost,
Mm-hmm.
and so some people were upset that it didn't come during Genesis week, but if you go back and look, it was actually during Genesis season that those functions were going to come in, so they still have quite a bit of time to get those out. So still looking forward to seeing what that boost is going to be. And of course, congrats to the winners. The Meant to Be podcast, Vape, Puppet, and City Pigeon has put on a great show this year. Congratulations for the win. Swarley for the designer. He's done. He's just super helpful guy. I think he's taking a little breather right now, but little break. And then of course to Laban. So I made a little tribute to Laban. You ready for this?
Yeah, let's check it out.
I've been doing like one property a week, uh, where I've been kind of sprucing up a property. And since Laban won this week, I made a little tribute for him. So I've got his structure ornament in Hyde Park, LA. And then I had all these Labans from the Labanathon.
Hmm.
So we're throwing a little Laban party here
Nice.
at this structure. I show off a few things here. We've got a little party set up over here, cake and presents and balloons. We have one Laban that is grilling out. First of all, Labans are huge. They are really large. Um, or everything else is really tiny. Not sure yet. Except for the beers. The beers are big over here. And if you guys, I think Laban likes to brew beer. So he's got his own Laban brew over here. Um, and then the pinata. I think Blue Rain made that. We have Laban's trophy. Welcome
DJ
sign,
booth.
some little pool party, little DJ booth. I went ahead and planted these plants.
That's a. Where's that DJ booth from? So I know Funky Beats
I
had a really cool one.
I know, and I've got hers somewhere else.
I haven't
Chi
seen this one
Town,
yet. Chi Town. Okay.
Chi Town party vinyl DJ booth. So yeah, so I went and picked up a few assets, planted my plants. So uh, I spent 90,000 UPIX on this price. Actually, it's a lot more. So first of all, the price of the bands is not accounted into that. The price of the property is not into that. The structure or the structure ornament is not put into that. Um, I spent 90,000 UPIX on the assets, and then actually even more. That doesn't
The
account for
seeds
the
too.
price of the seeds. I already had
Mm-hmm.
the seeds,
Yeah.
so I didn't spend. I just had to. I have killed all of my flowers. And so, except for the ones that I miracle growed. So the ones that I miracle growed have stayed alive. Um, so I went ahead and miracle growed everything because I'm kind of tired of my plants dying. It's making me mad. But that was a lot of upics.
Oh yeah.
It was like 40 or 50,000 upics on uh miracle growing this small plant. So you can see this property as, what do you think? Maybe close to 200,000 upics property when
Oh,
you
easy
account
with
all
all
of that
that.
in
Yep.
just one property. And I'm saying this as a I'm saying this as a good thing with upix sinks in Upland and um, people selling assets and buying seeds, growing the seeds, decorating your structure ornaments, building your ornament. I'm sorry, building your structure. Like there's 200,000 upix sitting right here. Um, and I think as Upland grows, I think you're going to start to see some very elaborate, very cool
I think that's
properties.
cool
And
because I would go out and buy something like that that's already decorated because I hate decorating.
yeah, so I think there's going to be a market for that. This one's not for sale. This will this will stay here as Laban's tribute in Hyde Park forever.
That's odd because if that's your property, if and you, I'm looking at our backgrounds here, and you have nothing in your background. My background's all decorated, and you've got decorated properties, and I've got no decorated properties. It's like the 360.
That's hilarious. That's funny. Thanks, RDP. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, it looks that
The
turned out
Blue
really
Man,
good. Oh, the Blue
the
Man
Blue
Group. I've got
Man.
a cousin that's in the Blue Man Group,
Do you really? That's
or
pretty
was.
cool.
He's retired now. It's actually one of my wife's cousins. He did not. He didn't actually do the performance stuff. He was on the techie side of it with the lights and the visuals for the whole show. But he got to do. I guess everybody that works with the Blue Men Group, they get to do like a show at some point and actually be a Blue Man, so they have to learn it.
Actually, I have not got to see them.
I never have either. I seen that. I seen one of the shows that they like use garbage cans for instruments and stuff. I think it's called Stomp, maybe. I think that's the only like different artsy type show that I've seen over the years.
Not sure. We do have some more people viewing right now. Just did you put
Hey,
that
Happy
link in the
Jack.
chat?
I did for the Discord.
Yeah. So
I,
reminder,
I
get
can drop
your
that in there again.
yeah, one more time. Just get your entry in the Discord UFC Pick'ems. There's only 7 fights tonight. Gotta get your picks in before 8 p.m. If you get all 7 right, you win 100K. If we get 100 entries, that bumps up to 150K. You can have multiple winners. So if 10 people win, we're paying out at least 1 million upics. Um, but you do have to pick all 7 correct, and you do have to get your entries in before the fight starts. So that is tonight. So jump in
10
the
people
Discord,
win, we're paying
and
out 1.5 if we hit the 100.
if we hit the 100,
Mm-hmm.
if we don't, it'll just be 1 million.
Yep. There's the link again.
So jump in there. There's a Google Forms. You just fill that out with your in-game name, and you're in. I feel like I'm missing something from the week. Is there anything else that we missed today?
Not sure. Well, that's a lot.
It is a lot. Let me see if there's anything in the. We had the final video. Past properties are released. Make sure you, if you are doing the GameFight earnings tasks, I need to get up a living structure over in Florence. Need to do that today. You got mint 3 properties, so you could probably do that today.
Just a reminder,
Yeah.
guys, get your hashtags in.
Hashtag Ninja Battle.
Yep.
Win some Upix, and I think Tio Luis is going to give away some fences.
Oh, that's right. We had that from last week. And if we can get the likes while we're on stream up to 100, I will add, instead of 10,000 UPIX per giveaway today for the 3 we do, I will bump that up to 50K UPIX.
Oh, there we go. Got some people jumping in there. All right. Okay, so now we got to pick our favorite release of the weekend. As far as just long-term growth of the game, it's got to be the launch, the successful, I thought, test launch of Troves. People were active in Upland. Oh, I got 500 sends in 4 days.
Oh, it was insane the amount of sends.
And I actually don't have I mean, I know I have a ton of properties here in Hyde Park, but outside of Hyde Park, I don't have a lot. So maybe most of those were here, and I have a few in Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
But so I know there are some people that I'm probably just racked up a crazy amount more. Until before this week, I have been averaging 20 sends a week. 20 a week.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm getting like 3 a day. I get like 3 sends a day. This changed it to over 100 sends a day. And I know that obviously it was just this week and it was crazy active. So even if I could get 20 sends a day,
Yeah.
that would be,
A 7x.
you know what, 7x of what I'm at now. And so that was a pretty cool thing. I totaled up all the sends I got and stuff, but yeah, 500 cents in like 4 days. So that was pretty crazy. So Troves for me is the long-term growth of the game uh, winner. I think it made sense to a lot of people once it happened. I think people could now see where they're going with it,
Mm-hmm.
and it's starting to connect things, properties, plants. It's just gonna continue. I believe it's gonna connect racing to Troves.
Yeah.
It's gonna connect farming to Troves. Like, it, just I don't know. I really got the vision of where they're going. So what was your top?
By far troves. I mean, that was definitely the huge win. My favorite thing. The thing that I think I'm most excited about, other than the troves, though, is the movement. I do like seeing the map come alive, and I like the movement. And man, going forward, that's going to be amazing.
Yeah,
It
I got a
brings it to
couple that
life.
with I got to couple that with yeah, putting the uppies to the properties and the animals to the properties.
Mm-hmm.
Pets are coming.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's
Pets are huge.
massive. People are going to
Yeah.
absolutely go crazy over having their little labradoodle or parakeet or I mean whatever kind of pets that they want. And it connects trade routes and offices to Troves.
Mm-hmm.
I do want some more information there. I'm building offices. I'm building them slowly. I don't know the timeline on when those are going to be super
Yeah. Same with me.
useful, but I am building them. Um, am I correct also that I heard, someone please correct me if I'm wrong, offices in the same city? So if I were to build one in El Sereno and Elijah built one in Hyde Park, in the beginning, that's not going to be as useful as, like, if I connect, because we're in the same city,
Mm-hmm.
Hyde Park to say, I see Shack and Chat, so Bellarose, Creedmoor server. So that's a different city. That trade route is going to be more effective or useful in the beginning. As it evolves and grows, those inner city connections will be important too. But in the beginning, um, it's going to be more like you're going to want to connect to different cities. Um, I think X1 said that in Discord one day or something. Um, Let me know if anybody
You talking about the
No, if anybody.
crypto kitties, Zen Mafia? Those crypto kitties. There's a cat island,
Yeah,
I know.
yeah. There's an island of all the crypto kitties. That was before I joined. Um, but I know there was something with that. There's some kind of event or whatever. So seeing in chat, just long distance is more powerful. Um, so
That's the way I
please don't
understood it too.
please don't take what I said as as fact. It's just that's what I was thinking. So I am focusing on not. I mean, honestly, I'm just not gonna build up the LA ones right now with Hyde Park. I'm gonna build up the Queens, Miami, Detroit, San Fran, all the other cities. I'm gonna be focusing on. That was before my time's in, so I don't know. I know they've been there for a long
Mm-hmm.
time. I just don't know why they're there. I feel like I'm forgetting some stuff, but I think we hit the bulk of the week.
Yeah, that was a lot of stuff. So, I mean, there was just a ton. More than any other Genesis week, that's for sure.
I just realized I didn't. I'm actually not gonna go. I got my Florence pass
Mm-hmm.
for my property. I'm actually not gonna go mint it.
Hmm.
Um, it's a 12,000 UPX property, which is weird. Every pass I've ever gotten it ends up being like a 60, 70, 80,000 UPX property, and this one's a 12,000. I want a larger property, and it's gonna cost me like 3 or 4 thousand UPX to fly over there, and then 3 or 4 thousand UPX to fly back.
Yep.
So it's gonna cost me 20,000 UPX for a 12,000 UPX property. I was like, well, I think I'll just let it be. Someone else will grab it. So anything else you want to wrap up with today?
I don't think so. I think we got the bulk of it, the big stuff for sure. So I hope everybody enjoyed the Genesis week and survived it. Hopefully nobody got fired from work, lost jobs or anything while collecting trophies.
So recapping our things that we'd like to see next year. A little bit more time, a schedule. That would help. That would help everyone. Um, I mean, besides there was a few things we were hoping we'd hear. I think people were hoping to hear something about fishing. I think we were hoping to hear something about trade routes. Um, I think those. We didn't touch on the touchy subject of the map assets that were released in store. Um, I like the constructive criticism. Someone put it nicely in chat to Squall. A couple people did actually, and I think it's a great idea. Those super cheap map assets are limited to a certain level of player. I don't know what that, director or under or Uplander or under whatever, but it definitely was a little hit to the UGC community. I'm sorry, big hit to the UGC community,
Mm-hmm.
and I like the idea of just a certain level of player or net worth player can pick up those assets to kind of get the taste of
Mm-hmm.
what those assets, okay, I can decorate my properties, I can use these assets, like give them really easy access to that. I like the idea of giving them that access. I do not want to um, hurt the UGC community. So I think that if Upland does that, it solves it. Like just there, just do that, and I don't think there'll be too many issues. So they are going to keep restocking it. There was players that were depleting the store and then trying to resell in the secondary,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's thousands of these things, and then they replenished it. I think they're going to keep doing that. So I mean, I don't know, don't go down that road. Is my advice. Um, yeah, I know, Happy Jack. I know it's a touchy subject, so I hope I hope that they do think about that feedback and really take it seriously. I want to see Wars. Didn't X1's interview? Didn't he say Wars is coming like sooner than later? But I don't see it. I think their full focus now is on Troves.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see. I wasn't big into the wars, but I know a lot of people really enjoyed it and had a great time with it. It sounded like.
I loved it. I would totally do it again. Do we see Troves in July? So wait, this season goes into
August.
like the second week, no, second week in July. June 1st to it's a
Oh
6 week
yeah, yeah.
season.
The new season starts in August, right?
So
Or
the new
around
season
there.
starts in August. Do we see Trove? I would see it more as like oh, do we see it? That's sizzle season, right?
Mm-hmm. That's when the next racing season is too. I believe is Sizzle.
Trove and sizzle.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, that's a tough one. What do you think?
I think so. I feel like they have to.
I would really love to see Troves and sizzle season starting in August and keep this momentum.
Yeah. Maybe
Yeah,
they
I
over
think
deliver and start it sooner before Sizzle season. Who knows? But I would like to see it sooner than at the latest. I would like to see Sizzle season. Honestly.
Shaq saying end of year. If we don't have some form of Troves before the end of the year, I mean, I'll even give them till December. I think that would be a miss. Like to get us this pumped, this amped, and this
Mm-hmm.
excited, and then to make us wait another, 7, 8, 9 months. I think that would be a miss. So I
Yeah.
really hope they
That'd
come
be like
through.
airplanes all over again.
Uh, Worse than airplanes. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Not as bad as airplanes. Airplanes is bad. Golden Totem is bad. Um, I think they know that. So let's not have a repeat
Yeah.
on Troves or RDP's horse. Let's move forward in a better direction. Wars will return. PvE will be fun. Cyborgs will crush all comers once again. Yep. All right. Do some giveaways. Call it a day.
Yep. Let's get these giveaways. Let me see what we're at. If we made the 50K upics, I believe we are light.
If you had to rate this Genesis week 1 through 10, 1 being the worst Genesis week, uh, don't I don't think we can compare live Genesis week to online Genesis. It's not in the same category. Like
Yeah.
if you were there in person, it's just different. The whole vibe and experience is different. So just take the live part out of it and take just the improvements, announcements, the smoothness, the communication. Like just take that part of it. And if you had to rate it 1 to 10, what would you give this Genesis week?
I would say probably a 7 or 8. I'm probably at about an 8. Overall, I thought it was pretty good. Just a couple of the things with like just earlier communication, and so I'm right between a 7 and an 8.
I know that there was a few hiccups and a few negative things. I'm gonna go 9, eh, maybe 8 or 9, and there's a reason for that. What was the big announcements in the previous years, right? Like what were some of the biggest announcements? Cars,
Mm-hmm.
right? Planes. Um, I'm gonna need some help from chat, and and what some of the other functions were. How did cars completely change the path and the growth of this game? And we don't know this for a fact for Troves yet either. Okay, but I think the possibility of it is there much higher than cars. Cars didn't change the game fully, right? There's a secondary market we can race. That's great. There's a small community for that in comparison to the other things in Upland. Um, I'm hoping somebody in chat lets me know some other, like, what were some big reveals um, in the previous Genesis weeks. Those things didn't change the game. Those things didn't. Uh, I shouldn't say they didn't drastically change the game.
Cafes
Troves.
wasn't cafes at one.
I don't know if that was like the ultimate reveal. I think it was like a,
It was just another one. Yeah.
or Genesis week reveal. But Troves shows me where they're going, and I believe after seeing how people reacted to it this week, can long term grow the game, can long term make Upland better. The life and the movement, people are gonna love that, I think. So,
Totems.
totems. Okay, and this is where I'm going. Like totems took 2 years to get to life.
Mm-hmm.
It took 2 years, and totems was rough. Like, so I hope that it's not 2 years before we have troves,
Yeah. Yeah,
right?
some other things that were at the Genesis weeks too were the things like was FIFA. Was that announced at one of the Genesis weeks before us? Before we went to Genesis week? What
I
about
feel
the
like no, no,
NASCAR, the car thing? The car thing was released the one year we were there. Stock Car Pro, right?
no,
Yeah.
no.
Stock Car Pro, wasn't that released at one of the Genesis weeks? That was a big theme for that one year.
Maybe you're right. You know, maybe the car year, and that didn't totally change the game. Stock cars are not
How often do you race your stock car?
super. I don't even have one.
Yeah, I've got one. I don't, one or two. I don't race them.
So I don't know. Despite a few of the pitfalls this week, I have the most confidence in Upland. I have the most confidence that Troves can change this game and bring in new people and keep new people, and that is why I give it a 9. Because I think they released mind blowing, um, actual game changing mechanics that are gonna help Upland grow. That's why. I don't understand them either, Zen. I just follow Umbrella Boy's chart. So thank you, Umbrella Boy. That's all I do.
Totems were probably one of my least favorite things in Upland so far. Totems.
Whew.
Don't
Yeah,
like
I'm up
totems.
there.
I didn't even do the last three because I couldn't do them. Work schedule, travel schedule, and
I was in Korea for the last one.
I remember.
I was trying to figure out that time change. I kept
Mm-hmm.
them alive, and I got a profit. But um, if it takes a year for troves to become live, that would be a fail, in my opinion. If it takes 2 years, that's a massive fail. But I don't. They have showed us the last year their pace has been different, and I I believe that they're going to continue that pace.
Yeah, they need to have it by sizzle season, I think, to keep the momentum. Because if you wait until the following season, it's going to lose a lot of its luster. I just
And I mean, Millen, that is a good point. But look at the complexity and the I mean, treasure hunting. You can hunt for Upix and for Sparklet. It's very repetitive grind. I think that there can be a lot more to troves than
mm-hmm.
treasure hunting.
Make
A
it
lot
more
more,
exciting.
um, a lot more things to trove for, um, and brings there's really only utility to properties in treasure hunting. Troves brings utilities to block explorers, to service structures, to living structures, to plants, to map assets. I think it's in a different category, to be honest, if they do it right. you will get another totem cycle, SC. Don't worry.
Yeah, the anticipation is killing me. RDP.
Fishing and boats. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. I've said my piece. I said my the Upland Revival was excited. They were pumped,
Yes, they were.
right?
Yep.
You need some more coffee, SC. You
I
lose me over
know,
there.
man. I
I'm
didn't
getting amped up
sleep.
over here. You're
I,
falling asleep.
I didn't sleep all night. My allergies have been a disaster, and the freaking heat here has been insane. We were like 98, 100, 98. I don't know what it is today because I haven't been outside yet.
Yeah, it is a hot one. Well, we just had a rainstorm come through too.
Yeah, we could use a little bit of rain. My yard is getting cooked in the back. All right,
All
let's get
right.
these spins, and I gotta get some food in me.
Oh, and a message to Happy MFer calling out the ninjas. Um, did you hear him? Did you hear him calling us
I
out?
I did hear that. I was listening to it on Saturday.
Yeah, he was saying, oh, what are these other shows giving out 10K epics? Oh, come on, those chumps, you know. And well, I just want to say, Happy MFer, we don't have to buy our likes and our viewers on YouTube. You know, we've earned their respect, and I'm just messing with you, Happy MFer. You guys give away a ton of stuff. We've given out a bunch of stuff too. You guys have been giving out more than us recently, but yeah, um, yeah, I'm not out here buying follows and likes and stuff. So like the UAD over there, just trying to buy their way up to the top with epics and giveaways. So
We do our big
just
events. I mean, look at this one. When did you ever see Happy and Elslack? Putting themselves out there to like fight in front of people and give away 150K upics at the same time. They just talk
and
about
they
trains and give away upics, and now they don't even do train giveaways anymore. So they're taking away stuff from the community. Well, we're adding. We're consistently adding.
they did eat mealworms, and I did donate a lot to make sure that happened.
I'd fight against an alligator before I ate mealworms, I think.
I think I could do it.
Phew, I couldn't do that. Pirates versus Ninjas. It was the original beef. That could be
Oh, it's still there. Don't worry.
yeah. We can make an event of that for sure.
Bacon House, my likes are for sale.
Two ninjas in, four pirates
No,
in, and
no, don't go there. We didn't even need City Pigeon to corrupt you today for you to go down that road.
oh, I was talking about in a cage, like an octagon.
Wolf, I was specifically talking to Happy MF, or not you. Wolf did show some love to the UFC and for the broadcaster nomination. Much appreciated, Wolf.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and hey, look, we took one on the chin this year. Um, we're gonna bounce back. Always do. And you learn from your losses. We got some room for improvement this year, and
Yeah,
we got some plans. So
we got
I
some
do.
we got some work to do. We didn't even make it to the octagon this year, so I don't.
We
We
yeah
really we
we
really
got
effed it up last year.
we got cut before we even made it. We lost the fight before we even got there.
Somebody put something
Um,
in our water bottles. We didn't make it out of the room.
yeah, we've angered the wolf. Uh, that is a little scary, actually. Wolf's just as competitive, if not more than we are. So, um, but yeah, we'll. No, I do appreciate Wolf brought that up many times, and hey, it's all good. We all have the same mission in mind, right?
Yep.
So we're all working together, um, and do our own things. but we all are on the same mission, same team. Uh, I do like friendly competition though, maybe even a little tough competition. So we are gonna bring it and do our best for next year. So
That's right.
hold on.
And I think the only other announcement out there is Too Stupid to Win is holding a event in Cleveland that is coming up in August. I think I saw that Wolf Warner's going to make that, and I believe City Pigeon's going too. I know TM will be there, so they're going to have a really cool group. And I know I think I heard Edan, or no, it was Dirk. I think I heard Dirk say something about T-shirts for that event being available in the Upland store, possibly. So we'll keep you guys up to speed, and I'm sure Too Stupid to Win will as well on his streams. But yeah, definitely. If you haven't hung out with those guys, man, it's just a freaking blast. We got to hang out with them at G Week 2 years in a row, and it was just an amazing time meeting everybody. So if you can make it to that Cleveland one, you're for sure to have just a great time. And I know they're going to be touring the lamp leg from the Christmas Story. So the actual lamp leg house is in Cleveland, and they actually do a tour. Where the lamp leg I'm talking about.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So one of the owners that we know real well from Duff's, he was telling us about that and how they did the tour and stuff. And I think there's like multiple houses that maybe have those in the windows. So I would love to go and do that. So I wish I could make that. We are actually getting back from our huge vacation. We have a big vacation plan for our kids for both graduating high school and college. And we're getting back like 2 days before his event. So I don't know that I can do a turnaround. I won't have enough coverage at work. But if the times do work out, definitely make it. You won't regret it.
Maybe a small little meetup in DC actually. With I'll get some more information before I blast that out there. Um, but yeah.
Was there any time
No, like I
time of
said, I
year
got
or
to get
anything?
more information on that before I
I do know
say more about it.
Laban and Maui are going to be coming through the states. I know over the summer for some trips to I think New York, DC, and I think Orlando as well. So I think I'm going to be in Orlando around the same time. I got to look at those dates and see if there's any way if I can meet up with them for a drink even the night before, because we're driving in and going right on a cruise out of Cape Canaveral there.
Well, and I've got our jiu-jitsu instructor is right where they're going, so I might try to.
Oh, is it right there?
I can make it a work trip
There you go.
and get over there, do some training,
Mm.
and maybe hook up with the Laban and Maui over there. So anyway, maybe more information on that coming up.
Anyone in chat know anybody, or does anybody live in the Jersey area? And not Jersey in New York. It's Jersey. It's in between like England and France. It's like an island or something. I've got a student that's moving there, trying to find them a school. It's a really small area. I think it's like an island in the middle of France and England or something like that. We had his last class with him the other day, and they're en route there Monday.
Nice. All right, I think we've teased these giveaways like 5 times, so
Yep. All right, here we go.
let's giveaways. Can we do? Mm, I'll cover it. SC. Do five. Do five 10K giveaways.
5? Okay.
And then the Tio Luis fences.
Is that a package?
What?
The fences, is that a package? Like, is there?
Yeah, hook up with the Tio Luis, and if it's not crazy,
Okay.
he'll give you a pack of fences.
Okay. All right, here we go. So we'll do the fences first from Tio Luis. Eldirian.
There you go, Alderian.
So hook up with Tio Luis for the fences. All right, here we go. Next one for 10K Upix. RDP.
RDP, he's hot.
Happy Jack.
Happy Jack.
And I know RDP was talking about giving away that white horse. If today you wanted to do it, let us know. We'll add it to the spin wheel.
That would be wild.
Guntasso.
There you go, Guntasso. Been a while.
Chun.
Oh, we did a hashtag earlier, Bacon House. Sorry.
And the last one is Wolf Warner.
Dang, man. I like sending everybody up except for Wolf. He takes enough of it.
All right. Well, again, guys, make sure to get your picks in. So if we hit the 100 entries this week for the pick'ems, we're going to be giving away 150K UPIX instead of 100K UPIX for the giveaway. So all you have to do is get 7 of 7 of the fights, and whoever gets that will win either the 100K UPIX or 150K UPIX. And then if we also hit the 100 entries, the ninjas will do a battle, a jiu-jitsu battle.
And multiple winners. So if 10 people guess the 7 fights correct, all 10 people get 100K or
Yep.
150K. So jump in.
Get the picks in. You never know. We're telling you, you have a chance. All right. Well, good luck to everybody on the picks. The fight started at 8, so I'm actually really excited about watching them. I'm going to try to take a nap in between so I can make it up the whole night to watch them, because that's late for me.
And tune in tomorrow night for a quick stream on recapping the fights. So we'll announce that probably tomorrow.
Yeah, and I'm guessing that's going to be after 9 p.m. our time, probably. Classes.
Yeah, I'll be tired, but yeah.
But all right, well, everybody have a great weekend and rest of the Sunday, and we will catch you on the next one.
Later, everybody.